Welcome back from the commercial break. This is Sports Direct. My name is Phil John Quartey. Remember that at 19 hours GMT will be time for News Night. So stay tuned. Get all the exclusives on news here in Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the world. Guess what? The studio have been invaded by a family known as Aquaba. I will tell you why they are here. They have a project known as Soccer for Dreamers. There are 5 of them, led by a lady. She'll tell you who she is. Gentlemen and lady, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
So there's Sylvia.
That's correct.
There's Pete. There is
Caden.
Katie. There's Barak. The name I like, but then there's Jane. Okay, guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much.
Lady, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you very
I'll go
much.
straight to the point. Soccer for Dreamers. What is it all about? What is this dream all about?
Okay, so it was actually earlier on this year in March that the boys, it was the boys' idea
You mean the boys?
The boys,
Okay.
the boys, the younger boys, not the big one.
Okay.
So they decided that it would be a good idea to actually collect gently used soccer gear from their clubs and from their friends to bring to Ghana. For the less privileged. So what had sparked, they have played football across continents in Singapore, in England, and now in America, and they've seen how much kids here are less privileged, and so they thought it would be wise to bring some of these gear here to the less privileged to help them in the development of soccer in Ghana.
And Peter liked it, I guess so.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He spurred us on and is still spurring us on, as you can see.
For how long had this project been on?
So like I said, the initiate was conceived in March of this year, and we started collecting straight away, and we shipped the stuff down as soon as we got them. So we shipped down 9 boxes and 2 suitcases, actually.
Okay, I'll get to the boys, but let me get to your father now. This boy should be in school learning, focusing. Now, they're taking attention to helping the less privileged. Was it a difficult decision to tell them, guys, go ahead?
Absolutely, it was not a difficult decision at all. So, for those of you who do not know, I grew up in Kumasi.
Okay.
Right.
Osekrom. All right.
I went to university primary. I used to do track and field. So I was a triple jumper and 100 meters.
Okay.
And you can imagine those
so
days.
Gene, eh?
Those days trying to run without spikes and the rest, you know. And then I went to St. Augustine's. I did triple jump at St. Augustine's as well. So Apsu boy. And the difference here is that clearly you can have all the best talent, but without the basic gear that you need. And for me, I was privileged enough to get some of the spikes, but even that, it was a problem.
Okay.
But the difference is when I went to the UK and I competed for England, you had all the facilities there. So honestly, I wish I could do the same by giving back. I do it in a different way. So when the boys decided that they were going to do something to support Ghana and some of the under 17 kids, it was not an issue at all. I thought that was a great idea.
Okay, now let me get to the guys. Barak, certainly because your name sounds very, very nice in my ears, I'll start with you. Sleeping, snoring, having breakfast, maybe beggar or something, then you're thinking about giving back to society. How were you guys able to conceive this?
Yes, so we've just realized how privileged we are. We played football our whole lives, and we played in so many different continents. We played in Asia, Africa, and Europe. And through playing, through our passion for the sport, we realized how privileged we are. Like we always have a field relatively close to us, always have boots, we always have shin guards. So through playing and just through our privilege, we've realized that we need to do something. We need to do something about it. And the reason we chose Ghana is because it's our hometown. And one big thing for me is I don't want to forget where I've come from.
Yeah.
And being around my aunties and uncles, they've said a lot of young people, they grow up and they realize that they just forget where they come from. They forget their roots. And my brothers and I, we don't want that to be for us. So,
what discussion did you have with your brothers prior to this very decision that, okay, I think we've arrived, let's do what we have to do before probably going to Peter and Sylvia say, hi, parents, can we go do this?
Yeah.
What discussion went on?
Yeah, so there's a lot of players from Ghana who come and play in America, and we realize that they're so talented. And we're like, why don't we have more? So we realize that it's because we're so privileged and they don't have the facilities, they don't have the financial income to use their talents to actually make it to the big league. So we just want to do whatever we can to help. So that's the conversation we had with I had with my brothers, and then we then took it to our parents.
Jay, were you pushed into this or you bought into the idea?
Pardon?
I mean, were you pushed into this or you bought into the idea?
I bought into the idea. I thought it was very important for us to give back, and we just needed to get some of our friends together to help us collect some gear.
Okay, I'll go to your brother there, who is quite shy over there. What is it that came into your head when your brother brought this idea that, hey, we need to go and help those in Ghana?
I thought it was a fantastic idea due to the fact that every single day we have a very nice turf field, we have our nice cleats, nice ball, we have everything we have to become better and improve our skills in football. But a lot of these kids over here in Ghana, they do not have the equipment in order to improve sometimes and get noticed.
Let me get to you back again, Barack. You're supposed to be concentrating on your education. Is it not going to be very distractive, thinking about playing football, collecting stuff to bring back to Ghana?
No, definitely not. This is something I've experienced my whole life, the balance between just playing football, by social life, education. So the balance is not an issue for me, for sure. But what we realized, what we want to do next time we do this, we want to create like an ambassadorship kind of idea where we have people in different towns, different states, different countries that help collect for us. So it's not time consuming, so it doesn't eat into our time completely. Right. So they collect for us and then they bring it to a certain location and then we can move from there and move it to Ghana.
It's like a foundation, I'm being told now. Okay, what have you guys done so far which you think has got some impact on the society in Ghana so far? What have you guys done so far?
Oh gosh. So on Thursday we had an exhibition match with 4 teams in Tema. And
so those are the pictures I saw earlier on with
absolutely,
some jerseys here and there.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you see some of them on your screen pretty soon. Yeah.
Absolutely,
okay, sorry about that.
Absolutely, that's okay. So, and that was a real eye-opener. So we saw the players as is and as we should see them. And we donated to these 4 teams, and that was amazing to see their faces when they saw these boots, when they saw the balls, when they saw the shin guards, and we realized that was a real impact. So beyond that, we have just done some local drop-offs. So we went to some local teams in Tema.
That's a match that I'm sure you guys watch on the screens over there.
That's correct.
Medical aid help. You go ahead, sorry about that.
Absolutely, and that boy actually got hurt as he did because he did not have shin guards.
Okay, all right.
Because he did not have shin guards. So those were the boxes that we donated as well.
Okay.
And we also just did some drop-ins with some little kids because we had small sizes as well. And these were kids that were playing football and all they see is these cars just ramp up. And we opened the boot and we had all these boots and you should have just seen their faces. And they got the chance to just try them on and it was like, oh, menyebi. And it was just that impact alone it's been a privilege to be able to be a small part of their development.
I want to continue with Pete, but just before I do that, I'll give you the opportunity to talk. The name Soccer for Dreamers. Why the name Soccer for Dreamers? Or you want the question to Barack rather, because he talks a lot about it. Okay, so Barack, you can answer. Soccer for Dreamers. Why?
So as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of players in Ghana, especially that have so much talent for the sport. They just can't make it to the Premier League, to some of the big leagues financially. So it's just a lot of players in Ghana that dream of making it pro, but they just don't have the chance. So that's why the name Soccer for Dreamers and yeah.
And Peter bought into it.
Yes, yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Soccer for Dreamers, I think it's a catchy name, by the way, and I do think that hopefully, as they've talked about, I like this to be bigger, but it's up to them to decide. I mean, the biggest thing, honestly, if you think about it from a vision point of view, is you get some of the major footwear suppliers to say, I believe in this. So the Nikes, the Adidas, and saying, I do believe in this. I do want to support these kids. And so I'm hoping that next year when we do bigger and better things for them, it's not just a crowd, but you can do other parts of the region as well.
Especially Kumasi.
Especially Kumasi, where I'm from, right? Pradio Stadium, we can get them there. But beyond Kumasi as well. But the biggest thing is that, look, their kids, their friends, their club, they play for Red Bulls, they play for STA, which is a local club in New Jersey. They've been very, very supportive in allowing them to have stations there where kids can come and donate. But you can imagine if some of the big footwear companies can really get hold of this and support Ghana. I think that would be
what stuff
fantastic.
did you guys donate to the various teams, the coast clubs and teams in Tema? Tell them about it.
In Tema, we gave boots, we gave shin guards, we gave balls. And on Friday, we came to the FA headquarters. The Ghana Football Association have been tremendously supportive. We came and we met with the girls' teams as well. We met with the 3 zonal champions. And again, we found out in having discussions with the people on the ground as to what we wanted to do in Ghana, we wanted to make sure that the female teams were not left behind.
Okay.
Right now, women's football is a big thing, and we want to be a part of that. We want to be able to support women's football in Ghana. So in trying to tell them that we wanted the women to be a part of it, they actually said that, it's actually very important because not only are they underfunded, that some girls cannot afford menstrual pads and things like that when it's the time of the month, and so they don't go for training. And that then tugged at our heartstrings. So for the girls, we brought some menstrual cups,
Okay.
which is an alternative means of menstrual hygiene, an alternative means to the pads. This is actually a more sustainable way because the menstrual cups last for 10 years. And in terms of costs, it's actually the cost of a year's purchase of parts. So that was a non-brainer. So we gave each girl a menstrual cup, we gave them the education, we gave them boots, and we gave them some footballs as well.
What impact do you want to leave on the Ghanaian football scene within the shortest possible time?
So on the boys, for example,
That will not be too much of a pressure.
It will not, absolutely not. But I hope organically we will be able to just have someone here on Metro say, I made it to the next level because I did not have boots. I did not even know where my next boots was coming from. And had it not been for these people, I wouldn't have made it to the next level.
Doing this thing for the very first time is very massive. I mean, you're all over. Everybody's just talking about you. That won't put pressure on these boys. You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think as sports people...
Let me ask the boys themselves.
All right, absolutely.
Farak, yourself? No pressure for you guys?
No, I don't think there's any pressure. I think it motivates me to keep doing more. I think people, just having all of this attention, I think it helps us, and it shows that people want us to keep doing more. So we just want this movement to be even bigger. So yeah, so no pressure.
Okay, within the next 5 years, what do you want to achieve in Ghana, you and your family?
So I think that, let's say 5 years, you think about what has been done right now. We see the women's soccer, Europe. We saw England. We've seen South Africa. I like to see Ghana women also get to a point where we are either winning the African Cup or we are progressing towards the World Cup, right? So that's one thing. And if we can do that by impacting 1 or 2 players, that would be great. One of the biggest stories we heard when we were donating was Samuel Kufuor. When he was selected, didn't even have a boot. Somebody has to buy for that person. And guess what? He's one of the most celebrated Ghanaian sports footballer globally, right? And we want to see more of that. And then actually, as a vision, if we can see both the men and the women progress beyond the semi-finals and get to the World Cup finals, that would be fantastic.
You guys have been mingling with the Ghanaian boys. I'm being told that you train at the Madina Zongo Park. What have they been saying to you guys? First of all, I'm going to find out for you.
So we've been training. Every day when we go to training, there's about 60 to 80 boys and girls there. And we see that some of them, they don't even have shin pads. So since we've been on the ground in Ghana, we see how our donations are going to help these people. And some of the coaches have been watching our interviews for Soccer for Dreamers, and they've been saying that we're doing a very good job, and I think we'll just really help them.
You want to say a word about that one?
Since I've been in Ghana, I've played at a sand pitch, but I also played in Community 11 and Fakwa Football Club. And I remember that after the training, there were some small kids. I think like 1 or 2 of them, they didn't have boots to playing. They were just playing barefoot. And it really touched my heart about how some of these kids, they really need the gear to support them and improve.
Will you guys be going to the other regions that very soon? Your father was talking about it, but will you guys be going there soon? Probably go to the western region, go to Esicado, or maybe Abra in the central region?
Yes, we're definitely thinking about it. Now that we've done this for the first time, we know where to go. Now that we've done this region, we're gonna definitely go to other regions like Cape Coast and different regions. So, yeah, we're definitely definitely excited and looking forward to that.
So we are wrapping up. I'll give you the first word to start. You are wrapping up the show. Your final words before we leave the studio.
Okay. So like I said before, we've had tremendous support, and I just want to thank, first of all, everyone who has given to us, both abroad and in Ghana, in cash or in kind, whether it's been lifting things up, whether it's been donating the soccer gear, giving us loads of money. We are so grateful. Without you, we couldn't have done this. The boys' teams, Red Bulls Academy, STA, we just want to thank you. Kicks and Sticks in New Jersey. This is a local sports shop. They sell soccer gear. They gave us loads of stuff. They were also a collection point. We just want to thank them. In Ghana, we've had Sonic Control and Engineering Services. They've been supportive. We've had Kodams. Ghana FA, Women's Premier League, we've had YAG Photography partner with us, and Nana Webb, he's our social media guy. He's been tremendous.
I said I was going to give the final word. Peter seems to be smiling. He calls the shot. Peter, final word.
Final word, thank you to Metro. Thank you, Stefan, who's sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
And honestly, we thank all of you for giving us the opportunity. The only word I'll say is that this should not be waiting for just 3 boys to do that.
Okay.
If every single kid can also impact other people's lives by just giving back a little bit, we can have a better society and a better football ground in Ghana. So thank you so much.
Barak?
Yes.
Jane? Okay, thank you guys for coming in.
Can I have a final word?
Again?
Yes, again, it's a woman's thing.
Okay, you are.
So if anyone would like to support us, you can find more information on our Instagram, Soccer for Dreamers, and we're also on our website, soccerfordreamers.com. That's where you can find us. If you want to partner with us in any way, would be most grateful. Thank you.
Soccer for Dreamers. We're just hoping next year by this time they will growing bigger and bigger, go to almost everywhere on the street of Accra. Go to the central region, and my people in the western region also will welcoming you, and certainly go to the northern part of Ghana. All too soon, we are about wrapping up Sports Direct. My name is Phil John Quartey. Remember, at 19 hours GMT, she's back in the studio. Bridget O2 will bring in for News Night. She'll bring you everything you want to know around Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the world. So stay tuned at 19 hours GMT right here on Metro TV, like we always do. Once again, it's a happy birthday of the viewers. We can't do anything about it. All too soon, we are wrapping up the show. My name is Phil John Quartey. Like I always say, love life and never, ever forget your living God. Good evening.